Imagine a 2-year-old struggling to breathe because the muscles in her lungs are too weak, or a 5-year-old boy wheelchair bound instead of kicking a ball because his muscles no longer want to perform. 1 in every 6,000 babies born have what's called spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA. It's a muscle wasting disease the Muscular Dystrophy Association is trying to cure. ABC 17's Meredith Haynes is joining us live from Joe Machen's Volkswagen, where the local MDA is kicking off its Show of Strength telethon. And Meredith, you found research into this rare condition is happening at the University of Missouri.
In fact, it's specifically happening on the 4th floor of the Life Sciences building on the university campus. And when I spoke with the professor who was tasked with curing this disease, this SMA, I got a good sense of just how much this research actually costs. And it's events like these, and it's companies making the donations that's actually making this possible. MDA funds with grants many research projects happening across the entire globe. Now, at MU, about $500,000 will go towards spinal muscular atrophy in just the next 3 years. And it's an amazing research project.
Needles, slides, mice, graduate students, what you would expect in a typical research lab. But for these scientists, any one of these items could open the door to a breakthrough for children fighting spinal muscular atrophy.
These kids then become sick, they can't breathe, they can't move, they become wheelchair bound, and in many forms of the disease, it's a fatal condition.
This is Dr. Chris Lorson's lab. He and his researchers ultimately would love to find a cure, but for now, they're looking to improve the lives of those fighting SMA. And the way to do that is to bring function back to the muscles. When someone has SMA, it means they're lacking a gene to prevent the disease. But researchers found nature provided a backup.
The SMN2 gene really only makes a low level of functional protein. It makes about 10%. That's just enough to live on, but it's not enough to prevent disease development.
Enter Dr. Lorson and his 14 researchers. They're finding ways to turn on that backup generator.
Store the SMN protein, the motor neuron becomes healthy again, makes contact with the muscle, and then patients are able to subsequently breathe better, move better, those kinds of things.
But it's not an easy task. The human body is designed to keep foreign bodies out. These researchers are trying to find the right combination of molecules, virus, and proteins to get past that central nervous system to reach that backup SMA gene. And they've already succeeded. Gene therapies targeting SMA specifically are already being used in clinical trials. Another 5 are expected in the next year and a half.
So it's not just a pie in the sky. Oh, we have a gene therapy program now. Oh, we have an antisense oligonucleotide program. This is something that actually is going into patients and is helping kids right now.
But Dr. Lorson's team still has a lot of work. The strides made inside this University of Missouri lab could be instrumental in doing more than just improving muscle function. His research is now extending the life of his research mice.
And what we've done is that there is a very severe animal model that typically dies within 2 weeks of life, so incredibly severe. Some of the things that we've been developing in the lab take that 14-day lifespan and extend it to 200-300 days.
Dr. Lorson doesn't call it a cure, but patients and families call it hope.
Now, unfortunately, for anyone fighting the type of muscular dystrophy, science does not move quick enough. But to put this SMA research into perspective, the gene found to cause spinal muscular dystrophy was found and it was identified just 18 years ago. Now, we'll have more from this event that's happening here at Joe Machen's tonight. As you can see, food, face painting, and fun for the family is happening. But we're going to really start saying thanks to those who are donating to this cause. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Meredith. Grants fund Dr. Lorson's $700,000 a year research. MDA is providing $125,000 of that for 3 years. We'll continue our live coverage of the Show of Strength telethon throughout the hour.